After a Game 5 win over the Clippers, Devin Booker, Kevin Durant both showed out in this one, and the duo has made their way to the podium.
Kevin, from one score to another, what was it like seeing Devin explode in that third quarter?
Yeah, it was spiritual. Like, I don't scream too much in the games no more as I got older, but when we hit that three on the top of the key, I felt the energy, and I know everybody in our crowd felt it. So we feed off his aggression. Not just us on the team, but Suns fans watching TV, Suns fans in the arena. Like, his impact and his presence just means a lot to us. So that was incredible to see and to be a part of.
Devin, just hearing that coming from a guy you know that's what he does and has been doing, what's it mean to you to have that kind of night and get that kind of praise from Kevin?
Hard to put to words. Somebody that I followed, for a very long time before we developed a personal relationship. So, to even be sitting up here with him right now is kind of surreal. But, just competing at the highest level, iron sharpens iron, and, even getting that, the work that you guys don't see, in the practice facility together, all-star break. I remember working in there together, playing 2-on-2. I don't take none of it for granted.
Curious, when did you know in that third quarter that you had it going? You literally outscored the Clippers by yourself, 25-24 in the third quarter.
Just feeling it out. We stressed in the locker room. We didn't want to go back to L.A. unless it's for the Western Conference Finals. So, just wanting to get it done. Being down 9 points coming out of that. We know we want to do it quick. We didn't want to wait until the fourth quarter and try to fight an uphill battle. So, I'm glad we could get some cushion because we needed it.
Kevin, the only follow I had was how's the bum? You took a hard fall, and how was that feeling?
I feel good. I feel good. I was able to finish the game. And we got a couple days off, so I'll be fine.
Okay.
Book, with the level you're reaching right now, Book, are you approaching the postseason any differently after the way last year ended? Just this evolution from you continues?
It's just two totally different situations. This man right here causes a lot of gravity, opens up a lot of shots, not only for me, but, I think Bismack got a few dunks right at the rim with no low man help. And, I hate to have him in the corner sometimes, but they will not leave him, and it opens up the rest of the court for everybody else. And, I think our team is just figuring that out, that just him standing out there makes everything easier for everybody.
To your point, how do you feel like you would assess the balance through 5 games of using that to your guys' advantage?
Good. We got it over in 5. I think the first game was a fill-out game. But, T. Lue didn't take off the junk defenses on him. They're trying to take him out, double-team him every time he touches it, deny it when he doesn't have it. So, like I said, it just opens everything up for everybody.
Kevin, you were getting double-teamed and swarmed a lot in that fourth quarter, didn't get a ton of shots. What were you seeing from the Clippers' defense and from your guys' kind of offensive flow for that stretch?
I think we had a bad stretch of possessions. I think we shot like 3 or 4 tough shots, 4 or 5 tough shots, and they converted on the other end going down. I think that was the game. I think they hit like 4 straight threes and got to the free throw line. So I think we just had a bad minute spurt, and which turned the game for us. They played the same exact way they was playing the whole series, denying me out, not leaving my body when I'm spacing out. So like you said, I think we opened up a lot of stuff there in the second half. But in the fourth quarter, we got stops when we needed to, and we was able to finish it off.
Book, you guys over the last few years have closed every playoff series on the road. I think it's the first time since 2007 the Suns have closed a playoff series at home. What was that experience like compared to what you've had over the last few years?
Yeah, it felt good. We were just both talking about an experience where, we dropped a Game 5 to the Clippers, and, that's a frustrating flight, when you think you have it in the bag and, now you're going to their home and, they're only a game away from making it 7. We just didn't want that type of pressure. We'd rather just get it done, get our rest, and move on to Denver. So, it's going to be our first time starting on the road, in my career. But I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, when it comes to the sense of urgency you played with in the third quarter, was there a lot of conversation about that at halftime when you went in trailing to the Clippers?
Yeah. there was, amongst the team. Even before the coaches got in the locker room with the schemes and scout, we just, everybody was being vocal, letting each other know that, it's time to go now. Don't wait halfway through the third quarter. Don't wait till the start of the fourth to, try to turn it on.
What can you say about Josh in that X factor role coming off the bench, or even that steal at the end that he had?
Yeah, he has the intangibles, especially on the defense end. He does things that you can't teach. He studies players, he knows their tendencies, and that's important. If you're going to be a high-level defender in this league, you have to know who you're playing against, and he did a good job of that.
Devin, what was just the range of emotions like in that second half? It looked like a party by the end of the third, and then suddenly it's a 2-point game. I mean, just what was going through your head, and how did you guys get back kind of on the right track?
Yeah, just like you said, it was a roller coaster, a lot of up and down. Like you said, one bad minute, they hit 4 threes. That's 12 points. It changed it to a 4 to 2-point game, and I think it's a good lesson for us moving forward. Don't play with your food. Finish out as strong as you can, and just keep playing all the way to the whistle blows.
I was about to say, teams always say, and guys always say that the other team, they're going to make a run. But did it surprise you just what they had left in the tank, considering it looked like you guys gave them a finishing shot?
No, I never underestimate my opponent, especially those guys. They've been playing hard the whole series. Most of the time they started out and then we came back, but, they had something in their bag of tricks this game. 4 straight threes, that's tough.
Hey, Katie, you played up in the Bay and won a couple of championships with Steph Curry. How does that compare to playing with this guy sitting next to you, and how far you think this team's going to go?
You're playing with special players. They just bring the best out of you playing with Steph. You watch him every day. You watch his work ethic. You admire his attention to detail, and you take some stuff from that. You see somebody like Book, and you see his journey. You see his work ethic and love for the game. You try to pull some stuff from them, too. So it's always iron sharpening iron, and it's, getting the opportunity to play with some of the best players of all time. It's something that is going to only make my game better and just make my story better, to be honest. So sky's the limit. We're enjoying this moment, and we just don't want to take it for granted.
Do you feel, I guess, blessed to have a great career the way you have and the people you've played with, huh?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you get, you're around some of the brightest basketball minds of all time. You get an opportunity to bounce ideas off of them and hone your craft as well. It's just, it's the pinnacle of being in the NBA, in my opinion.
Book, you've talked about the growing pains that you had early in your career. How much did those years kind of shape your mentality to where you are right now?
Definitely to the fact that, I don't take any win for granted. I don't take any chance, to do something special for granted. Even, just being from a young team to an established team now is just something totally different. But I wouldn't change my journey for anybody else's. There's not many young players in the league that just get to get thrown into the fire and play through mistakes and learn through mistakes. So, it's tough taking them L's early on, but, I think I got to develop my game, and, I had people that believed in me, an organization that believed in me, and, I just took it from there.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.